took Monday off because we had an extended birthday weekend, which was good, but it means that instead of doing all my planning on Monday, I get to do it all today instead. And because today is the last day of the month, it means it's the profit loss report. And what's really great is it's falling on a Tuesday, which is my video day anyway, so I can bundle those two up together. And it's also not newsletter day, which is something we sorted out a couple of weeks ago in a previous video. And I'm outside because I'm getting kind of tired of it just being my talking head in the studio, but I'm still not completely comfortable with making videos in public. So this is kind of a good halfway house of being outside, but it's not too busy. Anyway, I better get back to the studio, get all my email done. I'll see you later. I've got a decision to make today, but before that, a little bit of a background. When I start working on a project, I normally know where it's going to end up because I've got lots of sketches and I've been thinking about it a lot. So the coding part is just the journey to get from here to there, solving problems along the way. But when you do that, you often come across bugs or interesting artifacts that you go, oh, I think there might be something there. So I take a snapshot of the code at that moment and I just put it to one side with the idea that once I finish a project, I'll then go back and review all... Oh, hold on a moment. Hi. So you've got all these half-finished things scattered all over the place. So what's the problem? Well, you know we've been all about wrapping up the 80s Pop Roxy project. So we've skipped making videos and putting things into the shop and so on. Yeah, because we've got to get it finished. That's one of our main targets, and we're going to need the money soon, right? Well, another thing we wanted to do this year was be in more exhibitions, something we said a no a lot to for the whole of last year. Oh yeah, I remember. You know, I'm not sure if that was such a good idea. But it's what we did. Now someone we trust, yes, from an organisation we trust, has asked if we have anything that might be a good fit for an upcoming exhibition. Oh right, and we have a bunch of these ideas scattered all over the place. Yeah, and you're trying to figure out if we should just present those as they are and get on with the 80s pop, or gather them all up and maybe just neaten them up, tidy up some of the loose ends and make them more presentable. Yes, but that means we won't be working on 80s pop, and that'll push everything back another week. If this had been a few weeks ago, I probably would have said no because of the finishability. Is that a word? It is now. Anyway, I didn't know how much longer it would take. But now that you know, you think it's okay to take a few days to get this work on some of the side projects to increase the chances of there being one of them used for this exhibition. I think so. You sure? Yes, I've been practicing saying no to things so that I don't get overwhelmed, but this seems like it'll be okay. So you're going to do it then? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, this has been great. Thank you very much. That was actually handy. Okay, bye then. Bye. So I guess we've come to a decision and we're going to try out some of these ideas and polish them up a little bit to present them on Friday. Okay, I'll speak to you tomorrow, see how it's going. I think I might need to get a light. It's a little bit better. Just to clarify yesterday a little bit, I've been approached by somebody who's talking about an exhibition that's focused more on illustration and graphic design rather than the fine art end of generative art. And I have a real soft spot for graphic design. It's something I used to do in the late 90s, and in the late 90s there was this wonderful time of futurism for graphic design with the designers Republic and Tomato, Neville Brody designing for the Face magazine. There was all these bold, strong elements, and a lot of that was because of the upcoming millennium and all the excitement about being the future. Well, we're kind of in a post-future world now, so we've passed through the millennium, we're kind of over it, so I guess you'd refer to those things as kind of retro-futuristic now. Anyway, what I've been trying to do is take one of the projects I was working on last year and not turn it into a finished thing, but put a little bit more into it to show the direction that I want to take it so we can talk about it. What is missing from this is kind of replicating that graphic design from the end of last century. But now what I want to do is I want to bring it up to date by then starting to pull elements, not of Web 3, but of Web 3 graphic design into it as well. Anyway, that's where I'm at. This has been kind of fun. I think I've got a little bit more to do tomorrow because there's just a couple more things I want to try, but I thought I'd let you know where I am with the thinking of it. Right, it's particularly early this morning. I'm just on my way to get some milk for breakfast. It's not very interesting, is it? And then I've got the gym, also not very interesting. But it's quite an early start to the day because I've got a lot to get done. So I'm just going to get my head down, get on with that, chat a little bit before the weekly edit. Yeah, maybe I shall think about what I'm going to say before I do these. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Got a new coffee shop over there, this one here, that sells coffee and plants, so that's kind of cool. Morning. Oh, that was loud. Morning, properly now. Now that I've had a chance to think about what I should say in the morning, what is happening today? Well, I guess this is day 2 of carrying out the plan we made on Wednesday, which is to chuck everything and then really focus on polishing up this sort of project thing a little bit. There's not really that much more to say about that. A couple of hours on that, and then editing this video. I mean, that's Friday's job and a bit of admin stuff, and that's probably going to be it for me today. Bit of a short week this week, not much in it, but sometimes that's the way it goes. Kind of chill, really. This is a thing I've started this week, I think, drinking green tea. I don't drink tea, I don't drink coffee. I have a hot chocolate from the place across the road, and people keep telling me that green tea is supposed to be a really good thing to have. And I'm trying to do the right temperature and let it brew. But if I get into it, I'm going to turn into one of those really nerdy people that have the proper teapots and cups and all of that type of stuff. But for the moment, in a mug. I'm up at the top of the multistorey car park, one of my favourite places to be. I've spoken about it before, but this sort of architecture here, the brutalist architecture, has been an inspiration behind the latest project a little bit. And I'm about to go grab some lunch, so I figured I'd come up here, say that I'm done for the day, I've got to edit this video, and the rest is just sort of some admin stuff. So I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.